And I'm Brian Sterling. First tonight, a community in shock after...
Everyone, thanks for joining us. I'm Susan Shaw.
And I'm Brian Sterling. First tonight, a community in shock after the tragic loss of 3 lives.
Kalamazoo police say a mother drove her car into the river with her 2 young daughters inside. All 3 of them were killed. We have team coverage on this for you tonight. Heather Walker spoke with the family's neighbors in Grand Rapids, but we begin tonight with Kyle Mitchell. He's live with what we're learning led up to the tragedy.
Sue and Brian, I spoke with the sister of that mother. She says the family is distraught, mourning the loss of 3 lives. 2 young faces and a mother lost, a community overwhelmed in grief.
Any of these things that involve children, it does have a greater effect on all of us and all the officers.
Family tells 24 Hour News 8 the girls Faith and Angel were just 9 years old. Their mother, Ineza McClinton, was 44.
You know, it's just such a tragedy, and our heart just goes out to that family and that substantial loss that they'll have and will have forever.
The Office of Children's Ombudsman confirms to our Target 8 investigators that it is opening an investigation into prior interactions with Child Protective Services and the family. The department will investigate to see if anything could have been done differently to save the twins. Kalamazoo Public Safety Chief says their officers started investigating last night when they were called to a Kalamazoo Walgreens.
There were 2 young girls, under 10, family members, who had been in that car earlier in the evening. They were visibly upset when they were walking down the street and 2 people stopped to help them.
Police say the girls were let out of the car and told officers their relative was going to drive the car into the river.
And they were able to locate a vehicle that appeared to be submerged. And then they also located 2 of the victims.
A Michigan State Police dive team was brought in to search for one of the twins and discovered her body around 8:30 this morning. A tragic story with the community looking for answers.
We may never know that, but I think it just shows that everyone is going through something, you know, and in this world we just got to take that time and help who we can help.
The family tells me they're still working on funeral arrangements, but want to thank the community for the outpouring of support. Live in Kalamazoo, Kyle Mitchell, 24 Hour News 8.
The mother and her twin girls lived in Grand Rapids.
Heather Walker spoke with neighbors who just learned of the tragic news. Heather?
Yeah, this is their family home just behind me here. You can see on the step a baby doll still left there before they took off in their car for Kalamazoo yesterday. And a sign next to that baby doll, that was left by a neighbor lady today in memory. It reads, Faith, Family, and Friends. This neighborhood is tucked off of 33rd near Eastern, and there are lots of little girls that are around the same age or the same age as Angel and Faith, and they would all play together. And we spoke to a grandmother in the neighborhood who had Angel and Faith at her home often.
My granddaughter, she played with them. She played with them all the time. She go across the street, and they some loving little kids. They always coming over and giving me hugs and stuff.
Now, from all the neighbors that we spoke to, none of them said that they saw any signs that the mother might harm or even threaten harm to those young girls. The neighborhood is now coming together, and they plan to hold a vigil tonight outside of the home. We'll have a full wrap-up coming up tonight at 10 and 11. Reporting live in Grand Rapids, Heather Walker, 24 Hour News 8.